This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hinkle Holiday Classic. My name's Logan Franz. We are just underway here between the Cary Trojans and the Naperville North Huskies. And the Huskies will take it across. That is number 5, Steele, to Miles Okine. And pump fake back to Okine. Okine driving in, and he'll take it back out. And that's number 12, Jack Zicko with it. And now Miles Okine. And out to the other corner. Back to the top of the key is Okine, and drive in, put it up, and no good. And that one will be deflected out of play. The ball will go to the Trojans. The Trojans, a mainstay in the tournament over the years, an all-time record of 61 and 69. All-time in the tournament, so they've got experience here as A.J. Barron takes it. Barron will pass it to Brady Bauer. And now Brandon Fromm takes it. And the pass inside is up and good. And that's Adam Bauer with our first points of the afternoon. And now Jack Sitko has it for the Huskies. Now Carson Laughlin to Steele. Steele drive in, pass it out behind the arc and up, and no good. That was Jack Sitko on the three-point attempt as the Trojans are storming back. And that one's up and no good. The rebound goes to the Huskies. And the Huskies will tempo the other way. Max Steele. Steele looking to find Okine. Okine driving in, working against Brandon Frown to the Trojans. And the Huskies are reset. That's Carson Laughlin. And Laughlin puts up the lay-in and it falls. And Carson Laughlin puts up the first points of the game for the Huskies. Both of these teams seeded entering the tournament, Cary Grove number 3 and Naperville North number 6. Both of them won their game yesterday and are playing in the first of 4 quarterfinals in the championship bracket. And now A.J. Barrett to Brady Bauer to Barrett. And Dylan Dumel takes the pass behind the arc, a high pass up to Brandon Frown. And underneath is Adam Bauer, and the rebound is taken by the Huskies. And Okine will pass it to Steele. Steele back to Okine behind the arc. And Okine driving in, puts it up, and that will not fall. And the Trojans are quick the other way. That's Bauer and Barrett. Dylan Dumel. Pass is tipped, but ends up in the hands of Barrett. Brady Bauer with it. Pass underneath to Adam Bauer. Back to Brady, puts that one up for three. No good. And Cary Grove, ball bouncing around a little bit. Naperville North ended up getting a handle on the rebound. And Max Steele will take it back to the other side. And now O'Kine, back to Steele. Back to O'Kine, I'm sorry, that was Harvey. Now O'Kine. Working behind the key, looking for a lane. He'll pass it out to Jack Zitko, who brings it out to Steele. Steele back to Harvey. To Laughlin. And Laughlin will have it again. Puts it up to three. That's good. An off-platform shot by Carson Laughlin. That's our first 3 points of the game. They had 11 in their game yesterday, the Huskies did, so something to watch. Cary Grove more of a 2-point shooting team, but Naperville North loves that 3 ball. And A.J. Barrett. Now it's Brady Bauer to Dumel. And that's Brendan Frown working inside, now to Adam Bauer. And Barrett to Brady Bauer. And that one's taken away by the Huskies. And Max Steele is coming back. And he'll put it up for three, and that one falls.
Steele for three.
The Huskies pouring it on right now, 8-2 against the Cary Grove Trojans, as the Trojans will look to stop the bleeding. That's A.J. Barrett to Brandon Frown. Back to Barrett. To Dumel, to Barrett. And Brady Bauer has it now. And Barrett with the mid-range jumper, that was no good. And the rebound is also no good on the putback by Adam Bauer. And the Huskies out to an early lead with 2:26 left to play in the first quarter. And a nifty little pass by Carson Laughlin to Miles O'Kine. And O'Kine will make it double digits for the Huskies. Dylan Dumel has it for the Trojans to Adam Bauer. And the pass underneath, now Brady Bauer out behind the arc, that one's up, and good!
Brady Bauer for three.
Brady Bauer, 3-point shot for the Trojans. 1:45 left in the first quarter, 10-5. And Jack Zitko has it. Zitko working against A.J. Barrett. And that one's taken away by the Trojans. That's Brady Bauer coming back, puts it up. And no good, and it looks like no foul. I'm sorry, there was a foul. I didn't see the ref's arm go up. But Brady Bauer will take a couple free throws. And the first one's no good.
Checking into the game, the Huskies, number 23, Reed Montanaro, and number 11, Antonio Brown. And for the Trojans, number 3, Connor Strike.
Couple of substitutions coming in for both teams. And the second one falls.
Checking into the game, the Trojans, number 21, Brady Elbert.
That's Brady Elbert and Connor Strike coming into the game for the Trojans. And for the Huskies, we have Antonio Brown and Reed Montanari checking in. And that's takeaway by the Trojans. He's all alone. Slam! Adam Bauer with the big-time dunk for the Trojans, and that will make it 10-8. 1 minute left in the first. Carson Laughlin. Now to Montanari. And that one's up for Laughlin for three, and that one's good. Carson Laughlin with his second three of the game, already 3 for the Huskies today. It's A.J. Barrett. And now Dylan Dumel to Barrett. And that one's up for the Trojans, and that one lands. Dylan Dumel the three-point shot as we will get a timeout called. 30 seconds left in the first. The Huskies currently lead the Trojans 13-11. As check this out, a quick takeaway by Bauer, and it doesn't get much easier than that. While we're on timeout, I'll tell you a little bit about what these teams have done in the tournament so far. As Cary Grove beat Mundelein yesterday, 57-39, and Naperville North beat Johnsburg 65-54 to both move forward into the championship bracket. And as I said, this is the first of 4 quarterfinals that will be going tonight. I'll be here for the first and the second, as number 2 Geneva takes on Lakes. We've still got plenty of time left to play in this one, as Naperville North will inbound. And shot clock turned off for the first quarter. 25 seconds left. And that's Jack Zitko. It's Montanari to Laughlin. Back to Zitko. Huskies working behind the arc, and that's almost another turnover for the Trojans, but the ball will stay here with the Huskies. Dylan Dumel got his hand in there, but it went out of bounds before he could corral it. And 10 seconds left. Number 5, Max Steele, back in the game for the Huskies, as Antonio Brown will take a seat. And we will get a whistle. I believe that was a foul. Number 3, Connor Strike of the Trojans. .4 seconds. The Huskies will look to take the last shot of the quarter. And that's Max Steele. And up for 3. That one's no good, doesn't quite get there. And the shot was put up by Harvey late, but he did not get it off before the buzzer. And we will go to the end of the first quarter, and the Huskies lead the Trojans 13-11. A big defensive performance early by the Trojans, a couple turnovers forced. And as we saw earlier, that big-time dunk by Adam Bauer coming off of the turnover. And it kind of worked him back into this game. It was a quick start by the Huskies to go out to an early lead, and the Trojans played some strong defense, got some takeaways and some easy points off of them. And now we're looking at a 2-point game with 3 quarters left to play. As I mentioned, Cary Grove. Take another look at that dunk by Adam Bauer. A trend from yesterday, Cary Grove, as I mentioned, only three three-pointers against Mundelein. They already have 2 on the day today. And Naperville North, 11 three-pointers against Johnsburg. So 3-point shooting will be the difference here. Cary Grove needs to defend that 3-ball well, because Naperville North is not afraid to put those up. That's Connor Strike, will inbound for the Trojans. Pass it to Barrett. And Strike. Barrett will pass out to Bauer. Now to Barrett, back to Strike. Strike, and that one, they're going to say a kickball there, as Jack Zitko got his hand in there and knocked the ball away. And Cary Grove will inbound again, 24 seconds on the shot clock. A.J. Barrett to Strike. Surveying will find Barrett, back to Strike. And Bauer, back to Strike. To Barrett, playing behind the arc, and that one's up for Bauer, and that's good. A high pass, Adam Bauer gets up and high points it. And another 2 points for the Trojans, and this game is tied. And now the Huskies, Max Steele. Running around behind the arc, he'll find Zitko. Zitko with a pass to the other corner. And driving in is, I'm sorry, that one's up for 3 by Zitko, and that one's good. Zitko for 3, his first points of the game. He had 19 points and 5 triples against Johnsburg yesterday. As now Barron has a for the Trojans to strike. And strike, that one's almost taken away by the Huskies, but Strike's able to get his hands back on it. And a pass to Barrett, and he stepped on that line. That one is an over and back, and the Huskies will take it. For this one, you got a 6'7" center like Adam Bauer. It's easy to just let him go up and high point it. And Miles Okine will inbound it for the Huskies. And now Steele has it to number 25, whose name we do not seem to have on the roster. And Zicko will put it up, and that one's no good. And a whistle. I believe Zicko will be heading to the line here.
That's his first. Team first.
AJ Barrett with his first foul of the game. He had 13 points against Mundelein yesterday, led the team for Cary Grove, so he is a big part of what they want to do here. And that free throw bounces around and does not fall for Zicko. And now Brady Bauer coming into the game for the Trojans. And the second one rings around, but not quite. And now Barron will take it across for the Trojans. And Brady Bauer has it. Now to DeMel. Back to Bauer. To DeMel. And that one's up for three. Not quite. By AJ Barron as the Huskies will get the rebound. And I believe that may be a foul being called on Adam Bauer. He and Harvey were fighting for that rebound. Reed Montanari checking into the game for the Huskies. And Carson Laughlin as well. Max Steele has it for the Huskies. Good pass out to Okine. And that one's underneath for Laughlin. He's wide open but can't quite get it. And another putback is no good by Montanari as the Trojans will try and take it in. AJ Barron passing it out behind the arc. And that one's no good by Dylan Dumel. Quick look at that foul by Adam Bauer. Almost had a takeaway, just got a little too handsy. And the Trojans have it now again. Dylan Dumel to Barrett for three. No good. As the Huskies will take it back. Okine puts it up for three, and that one's good. A lapsed defensive assignment there by the Trojans left Miles Okine wide open. He says, okay, I'll just take this myself. And Brady Bauer now to Adam Bauer, back to Brady. Brady with pass to Barron, and that one's up for three for Dumel, and that one's no good. A couple of three-point misses for Dumel in the last couple of possessions. As the Huskies with tempo, number 25 puts that one up, and that one's good. That is Jack Victor. And the Trojans call a timeout to stop the bleeding. They find themselves down by 9 in this one as the Huskies have 22 and they have 13. I mentioned a couple of players to watch earlier, but AJ Barron for the Cary Grove Trojans has won 13 points in their game against Mundelein yesterday, and in Naperville North's game against Johnsburg, number 1 Carson Laughlin and number 12 Jack Zicko both had double digits point. Laughlin had 21 and Zicko had 19, including those 5 triples. Again, both of these teams seeded entering the tournament. Cary Grove number 3 and Naperville North number 6. Cary Grove looking early to work through the Bowers. Adam and Brady, they account for 10 of their 13 points so far. Mentioned not many three-pointers in their game yesterday against Mundelein, and it's easy to see see why when you look at the size they have in that line, specifically their 6'7" center, Adam Bauer, number 22, and he's made his presence felt early on in this one as Brady Bauer has it, will inbound for the Trojans. And that is Brady Elbert, who's checked into the game. As AJ Barron will take it across. And Barron to Bauer. And that one is taken away by the Huskies. And Miles Okine will take it in, driving in, and a change of possession coming. Couldn't quite tell what that signal was, but AJ Barron has it now. And Dylan Dumel with a deep pass to Brady Bauer. Brady will pass it to Barrett. To Dumel. Dumel back to Barrett. And now Brady Bauer on the other side with it. Pass it out to Dumel in center, back to Bauer. Bauer with a high pass to Adam Bauer. And that one's put across, and AJ Barrett manages to get his hands on it. And it is knocked away by the Huskies on the shot attempt. Jack Zitko and Will Harvey back in the game for the Huskies. As the Trojans with 7 seconds will work to inbound. And Brady Bauer has it now to Adam Bauer behind the arc. Shot clock running out, and the Trojans pass is too hot to handle. Do we get a shot clock violation or out of bounds? They're going to say shot clock violation. A little bit of discussion going on at the scores table at the moment. And it will be a shot clock violation. Shot clock new to the tournament this year, 35 seconds on each possession. It will be standard in the IHSA all year next year, but it is optional for this year. And that one is up and good for Zitko. That one is a three. I couldn't tell if his foot was on the line there, but it is a three-pointer. As Dumel to Brady Bauer. And now AJ Barrett to Brady Bauer. Cary Grove working underneath, and Dylan Dumel finds the shot. As Cary Grove will cut the deficit to 10. 3:25 left to play in the half. As Laughlin will take it back for the Huskies. And Montanari working underneath, and that one is taken away by Dylan Dumel of the Trojans. And Barron has it now. To Dumel. Back to Barron. Brady Bauer. Back to Barron. Brady Bauer. And that one's up for three. No good on the shot by Brady Elbert. About 3 minutes left to play. The Huskies take it back across. And Montanari. And that one's up for three for Steele. And that one falls. Max Steele with his second triple of the day. He's up to 6 points. And Dylan Dumel has it for the Trojans. Dumel looking for a partner. And he'll get it out to Barron. Brady Bauer once again to Dumel. Dumel to Elbert, underneath to Bauer, and that one's good. Adam Bauer with the lay-in. He's up to 8 points on the day. The Trojans are down 9 with 2 minutes left to play in the second quarter. And Max Steele has it for the Huskies. Now Harvey. Zitko. Montanari, the Huskies working behind the arc, trying to find a place to go with the ball as Laughlin will take it and survey. Now Steele. Shot clock down, 10 seconds left as Laughlin will drive in, put it up, and that was deflected by Brady Elbert, although they're going to say a foul on Elbert, and Laughlin will go to the free throw line for two. foul on the Trojans in this first half. 1:36 left to play. And Muffin Sutra rings around a little bit and falls in.
Number 11, Antonio Brown. And for the Trojans, number 0, Brandon Fruit. And number 14, Evan Bauer.
A couple of substitutions for both teams. Evan Bauer and Brandon Fround for the Trojans, and Ontario Brown and Miles Okine for the Huskies. And Laughlin tried to extend the lead to 13 with this free throw. It's no good. And the Trojans coming back, a minute and a half left to play. As Jamel take it across, now Bauer. Bauer driving in and not quite. And a couple of Huskies there to corral the rebound as Miles Okine take it back. He's surveying, looking for a place to go. And Zitko has it. Now to Brown. Brown thought about the shot, decided to drive in, take it back again. Brown pass underneath to, that is Harvey. And now Zitko has it. And Okine driving in, puts it up. And no thank you, but there will be a foul on the Trojans, their 4th team foul.
Fouls on Trojans, number 4, Dylan Jumel. That's his first, team 4th. Okine to the line.
That's Jamel on the foul. A little bit of 4-on-4 crime. Both players wearing the jersey number 4 as Miles Okine's first free throw is through.
Number 5, Max Steele.
And Max Steele will come into the game for the Huskies. .49 ticks of the clock left in the first half. And Okine's shot is up and good.
Check into the game, the Huskies, number 23, Reed Montanari.
And that'll be 3 for 6 on the day for the Huskies from the free throw line as Montanari comes into the game for the Huskies. And the Trojans, with it 40 seconds left, about 14 seconds separate the game clock and shot clock. And that one is up and good for Bauer. Once again, easy as you like for the big center Adam Bauer. And Harvey looking for the Huskies, shot clock turned off. Huskies will hold for now, Montanari. Find Laughlin to steal. Looking for a play for the last shot of the half. And steal the pass underneath to Laughlin, and that one's good. And count it, we'll get Nan 1.
On Trojans number 14, Evan Algonquin, his first, team 5th. Laughlin to the line.
And Laughlin will try to extend the lead. The Huskies up 14 in the first half. And that one's good. And 3.4 seconds left for the Trojans. And that one is put up and no good by Dylan Dumel, a deep 3 right before the buzzer. And it has been all Huskies early in this one as we go to half with a score of 34-19. And we're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back. Yes, before we go to break, a reminder of one of our season sponsors, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express online buying made simple. Visit online at rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. And another one of our sponsors, Daryl Barnes Photography. For portraits, family photos, graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. For all your photographic needs, contact Daryl Barnes Photography. You can find Daryl Barnes online at darylbarnesphotography.com. One more time, that's darylbarnesphotography.com. And we will go to break. We will be right back with some more Hinkle Holiday Action Classic in a little less than 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. welcome back to Jacobs High School Gym for a second half of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. The Naperville North Huskies taking on the Cary Trojans, and the Huskies currently lead by a score of 34-19. While we're here waiting for the second half to start, I just want to give a quick thank you to the students, the camera operators, and the ones working production out in the trunk. They're doing all the hard work here. I am just sitting here running my mouth about this basketball game. But a big thank you to the students out here doing the hard work. As we are moments away from starting the second half, Cary Grove will need a lot to come back in this one, some suffocating defense and some offense. Not too many three balls. They had 2 of them in the first half. They might need some of them to work their way back into this one. It's the problem with not being a three-point offense. If you fall behind, it's a lot harder to dig yourself out of it without some suffocating defense. As we are back, and Max Steele has it for the Huskies. Carson Laughlin. And now Miles O'Kine. O'Kine driving in, and that layup is no good. And a foul on the rebound attempt.
Huskies, number 22, Will Harvey. That's his first team first.
That is Will Harvey on the foul, and the Trojans will take it back. A.J. Barrett. With it, had a big game yesterday, but kind of quiet today. As that ball's bouncing around, taken away by the Huskies. And that one's up, and good. Jack Sitko with the speed the other way. And another takeaway for the Huskies. This time it's O'Kine. O'Kine driving in, and that one's up and good. Working against Brandon Fround of the Trojans. And a quick blitz of scoring by the Huskies makes this a 19-point game, and the Trojans are just looking for anything. A.J. Barrett will reset. Give us all a moment to catch our breath. Brady Bauer to Fround. And that one's up for Dumel, a mid-range, no good. As Steele will take it back for the Huskies. And O'Kine looking to drive in. And he'll dish it out to Harvey. And that one's underneath to O'Kine. They're saying no. A foul called on Adam Bauer. There's a little bit of extracurricular after that play too. It looked like Miles O'Kine got shoved. We're at the call here. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything extra. And there will not be, and the Huskies one down. Miles O'Kine. And that deep pass out is up by Montanari, and that one's no good. I'm sorry, that was Zitko on the shot for the Huskies. And that lay-in is no good by A.J. Barrett. I believe there's a shooting foul called on Jack Zitko.
Jack Sitko, that's his first team second. Barrett to the line, shooting 2.
A.J. Barrett will shoot 2. These attempts to be for his first points of the ball game. As the first one's no good. And that one will go through, make it an 18-point game for the Trojans. The Huskies inbound. O'Kine with a deep pass underneath, and that one's up and good by William Harvey for the Huskies. And Bauer has it now for the Trojans. Chargers in white, Huskies in blue. As Brady Bauer's shot does not connect, and the Huskies will get the rebound. Miles O'Kine with speed driving in, working against Bauer, and a foul called on Adam Bauer against Miles O'Kine. O'Kine leaning into that contact. You'll see that a lot as players force a little bit of contact, maybe make it look a little bit worse than it was, but regardless, a foul called on Adam Bauer. And Miles O'Kine will shoot 2. And the first one does not fall.
14, Evan Bauer. Number 33, Jack Cary. And number 21, Brady Albert.
As a whole new convoy checks into the game for the Trojans. That is number 14, Evan Bauer. Number 21, Brady Albert. And that second free throw falls. And number 33 in the game for the Trojans, whose name we don't have on our roster. Or yes, we do. It's Jack Cary. Is that a board on the roster? And Albert hits the deck, and that one's taken away by the Huskies, Max Steele. And behind the arc, that one's up. Zicko with all kinds of time. And a timeout called by the Trojans, trying to stop the bleeding, down 24 with 5:27 left in the third. It was all Huskies in the first half, and so far it's been all Huskies in the second half, as the Trojans with a singular point in the first half so far, coming off that A.J. Barron free throw. And the Huskies have 9 so far, as we've played about 3.5 minutes in the third quarter. If you're Cary Grove, you came into this thinking 2 things: suffocating defense and working the offense, and neither have happened so far. As I mentioned, the only point coming off of that A.J. Barron free throw, they've not been able to get Adam Bauer going in the second half, who was a force in the first half. And their offense really isn't coming from anywhere else. Brady Bauer had 4 in the first half, Dylan Dumel had 5. But they're kind of a one-man show, the Trojans, so far today. And that is number 14, Evan Bauer, has it for the Trojans. And Barron has it now. Barron underneath, that one's up and good by Jack Barron. And Max Steele almost loses it. It looks like we will get a whistle. That's timeout. As a quick lay-in by Jake Barrett, and the Trojans need it big time, as they'll take what they can get, trailing by 22. Set now, 4:59 left on the game clock in the third quarter, and 26 left on the shot clock. As Zicko has it for the Huskies. Pass back to Steele. Steele take it back across the Eagle. And Laughlin driving in, the lay-in is up and over the top, and the rebound was secured by Harvey, but taken away by Brady Albert of the Trojans, and they will call that a jump ball. Hard to tell, I thought there may have been a foul on Albert there somewhere. And he managed to tie him up clean. AJ Barron has it for the Trojans. And now Dumel. So that's Jack Barron. And now AJ will take it. Pass underneath to Albert. And AJ Barron has it behind the arc. Looking for a place to go. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Albert. Albert gives it back to Barron. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And Jack Barron is wide open at the late in the shot clock. Jack Barron puts it up underneath as he has 4 points in the second half. Maybe give the Trojans a shot of life. As O'Kine takes it for the Huskies. Max steal, and that one is up for Laughlin for 3, and that one's good. As Laughlin puts up a 3 for the Huskies to stop some of the Trojan momentum. And that one is tipped by Jack Zitko. This one will stay with the Trojans. Dylan Dumel has it for the Trojans to AJ Barron, to Albert, back to Barron. Barron up for 3! Little off balance, didn't get enough on that one as Jack Barron gets the rebound. And it's taken away by the Huskies. I believe that was Harvey who got the tip and went right into the hands of Max Steele. And Miles O'Kine. Steele has it again to Laughlin. Thought about the 3-point and then went and drove in. And he got tripped up a little bit. Managed to get the ball back out to Steele, keep it out of harm's way. And that one's up in the corner, and that one's good. Jack Zitko with another 3. And the Huskies extend their lead to 26. Jack Barron has it for the Trojans. And that one's behind the arc, up and no good by Dylan Dumel. He went down a little late, and they're going to call a foul.
Fouls on Huskies, number 5, Max Steele.
Take another look at that 3, wide open for Zitko.
Dumel to the line, shooting 3.
And Dumel will shoot 3. Cary Grove has not found the net a whole lot in the second half, as they weren't there either. Cary Grove only 2 for 5 on free throws in this game, and that one will fall.
Checking the game.
For Dumel.
Number 24, Raymond Bauer. Number 22, Adam Bauer. And for the Huskies, number 23, Reed Montanari. And number 11, Antonio Brown.
Reed Montanari and Antonio Brown checking for the Huskies as the Bowers come in for the Trojans. Dumel's third free throw attempt is good.
Checking the game. Trojans, number 3, Connor Strike.
Connor Strike also checks into the game for the Trojans. As the Huskies will take it back, now O'Kine has it. And that one's behind the arc for Zitko. Now O'Kine. O'Kine fighting through some contact. And looks like a foul will be called on Brady Bauer.
Fouls on Trojans, number 24, Brady Bauer. His first, team third.
O'Kine will inbound, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 2:20 left.
Checking the game for the Huskies, number 5, Max Steele, number 25.
Not sure if there was a whole lot there on that foul, but nonetheless, the Huskies will inbound once again. Steele. Looking at the pass out to Montanari. And underneath to Harvey. Harvey with the lay-in is good. And 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. A.J. Barron has it for the Trojans. And now Barron again behind the arc, puts it up, and not quite. The rebound is handled by Brady Bauer, and it looks like we'll get a foul.
Fouls on Huskies, number 11, Antonio Brown. That's his first, team fourth.
Antonio Brown whistled for the foul, and Brady Bauer will shoot 2. First one does not fall for the Trojans. A common refrain in the second half.
Number 0, Brandon Fruit.
Yeah, Brownie was fine at first, and then he got his hand down and in the face of Brady Bauer, and they're going to call that every time. And the second one is off the mark. As Brown has it for the Huskies. And Brown just gets it over in time. As Montanari now. 1:25 left. Shot clock down to 15. And Brown has it for the Huskies. Shot clock ticking under 5. As Steele thought about the 3, didn't put it up, put up a long 2 that does not fall and is rebounded by the Trojans. And coming back quick is A.J. Barron. And that one's underneath for Adam Bauer, and that one is knocked away by Will Harvey, although I believe there was a foul called.
Foul on Huskies, number 22, Will Harvey. That's his second, team fifth. Bauer's on the line, shooting 2.
Bauer goes down. It's hard not to call that one, but it's hard to see the contact there. As the first free throw is no good.
Checking in for the Huskies, number 1, Carson Laughlin. Number 4, Miles O'Kine. And number 12, Jack Zitko.
A pack of Huskies checks in. Jack Zitko, Carson Laughlin, and Miles O'Kine. And that one's good by Bauer. A lot of free throw attempts for the Trojans here, not making a whole lot of them as they trail by 25. And the Trojans will take this one away. And Adam Bauer working underneath, tries to get the shot up and cannot make it work. And the rebound is by the Huskies. O'Kine has it now. O'Kine will get it across. And a foul is called. A defensive foul on the Trojans. Strike with just a little too much contact.
Checking into the game, the Trojans number 14, Evan Bauer.
14, Evan Bauer entering the game for the Trojans. Miles O'Kine will take the inbound, 18 seconds left. And that was taken away by the Trojans. That's Brady Bauer. They'll play catch with, that was number 0, Brandon Frown. And looks like we'll get another foul called on Naperville North.
Fouls on Huskies, number 4, Miles O'Kine. That's his second.
O'Kine's second of the game.
Bauer to the line.
Brady Bauer will come to the line. And that one does not fall. 0 for 3 on free throw attempts in the game so far. And look at 0 for 4 for Brady Bauer. And that one is out. It looks like it's going to stay here with the Trojans.
Checking the game for the Trojans, number 2, A.J. Barrett. And number 22, Adam Bauer. And number 4, Dylan Dumel.
Adam Bauer, A.J. Barrett, and Dylan Dumel checking into the game for the Trojans. As A.J. Barrett will take the inbound pass. Shot clock off in the third quarter. And the deep pass is out and deflected by Zitko. And this one's going to stay with the Trojans. Nice play by Zicko to break up the pass. Naperville North has had a lot of that. They're just getting their hands into the passing lanes, and it results in a few turnovers. As Adam Bauer working underneath, puts that one up. A jumper is good. And I believe there was a shot late in the clock there that did not fall. And it will now be 52-29. It is just all Huskies in this one as we head to the fourth quarter. A reminder that this is the first of 4 quarterfinals in the championship bracket. The one coming up next is Geneva versus Lakes Community High School. Geneva seeded second in the tournament, Lakes unseeded, and they took down Boylan yesterday. As we'll come back here for the fourth quarter, 8 minutes on the clock. And I'd be surprised if we see much different from either of these teams as Naperville North continues to pour it on. And O'Kine has it for the Huskies. Jack Sitko now. Back to O'Kine. He'll take it across. And that pass out to Zicko. To Harvey, back to Zicko. Zicko pitching O'Kine on the switch. And a deep pass. And Zicko will drive it in, put it up, and no dice as the Trojans will take the rebound. AJ Barrett. Dumel. Barrett. And looks like there was a little bit of a push before the shot there. And the Trojans will inbound. That was Carson Laughlin on the foul. And AJ Barron has it again to Dumel. And now Adam Bauer working against Harvey and will dish it back out. And now Brandon Fround has it back to AJ Barron to Dumel. And there was some contact. Can't tell if Dumel was going up for the shot or a pass. But O'Kine will be called for the foul. And A.J. Barron took the inbound pass off the body. And before then, there'll be a foul on the Huskies.
Barron to the line, shooting 2.
And Barron will shoot 2. He's 1 for 2 on the day on free throws. His only point coming off of that one free throw make, as he'll get a second. And that was 2, 3 for 4 on the day from the free throw line for Barron. As O'Kine will take it across for the Huskies. And working underneath, he'll find Zicko. Back steal at the top of the key. And now Laughlin. And steal. And that one's up for 3. Not quite. Jack Zicko, he's made a few of them today, but off the mark on that one. He's made 4 to be precise. And this ball will go back to the Huskies.
Checking into the game for the Trojans, number 14, Evan Fowler. Number 21, Brady Elbert. And number 33, Jack Barrett.
And Carson Laughlin to Okine. Huskies will take it across, just content to drain a little bit of clock, I'm sure. As that ball will go out of bounds and it'll go to the Trojans. Okine just couldn't keep a handle on it. And the Trojans will take it back, trailing by 21. 6 minutes left to play in the fourth. And that one's underneath Jack Barrett. And we'll find AJ. Elbert, back to Bauer, wide open for three. I'm sorry, for Barrett. And that one's good.
AJ Barrett for 3.
His first three-pointer of the game, but it might be too little too late for the Trojans.
By Naperville North.
But either way, a great shot by Barrett. You have plenty of time on that shot to let it rip. Looking to put this one to bed. I think both teams are just looking to end this year. Forgettable performance by the Cary Grove Trojans, who came into this game seeded higher than the Huskies. Cary Grove entered the game as the 3 seed and Naperville North the 6 seed, but it looks like Naperville North will advance to the championship bracket semifinals. And that game will be tomorrow. And they'll play the winner of the game coming up against Geneva, the number 2 seed of Geneva, and the Lakes Community High School. And Miles Okine will take it across again for the Huskies. And it looks like a foul will be called on the driving by Okine.
Fouls on Trojans, number 14, Evan Bauer. That's his second, team first.
That's Evan Bauer with the contact. One of 3 Bauers on the Trojans. And steal. So Okine. Okine just looking to slow down the pace. And that one's good. Max Steele with the 3-point try as the Huskies continue to put it to the Trojans. As that one's up for Dumel, and that one's good. And they're going to say that was a 3. Looked like his foot was close to the line.
Second timeout. 6 minutes.
And there's the 3 by the Huskies. And the answer came by the Trojans, but again, they're looking 18-point deficit. If they're going to have any chance, they're going to need multiple quick steals and quick points off of those turnovers. Doesn't seem too realistic. Play once again. Laughlin will take it for the Huskies. And he'll find Okine. Okine will take it across and work underneath. Almost stepped out, but not quite. Laughlin will take it. Timely pass off by Okine. Okine will take it back again. And now he's working behind the arc. And a foul called on the Trojans.
on Trojans, number 33, Jack Barron. That's his first, team second.
Jack Barron, it looked like it may have been on Evan Bauer instead, but they called it on Barron, according to the scorers table. And Carson Laughlin has it for the Huskies. And drive in, put it up, and off the bottom of the backboard. As Steele's three is up, and good! Didn't look like it was going to fall at first, but it did.
We have a technical foul called against number 5.
And Max Steele will be assessed a technical. And Barrett will take the free throws. As you get a look at what Max Steele did for that technical. Had some words for Brady Elbert. Guess there was something the official heard that warranted a technical. As Barron makes the second of 2 free throws.
And for the Trojans, number 0, Brandon Froome. And number 22, Adam Bauer.
Brandon Froome's checking into the game, as well as Bauer. And Barron will take the possession for the Trojans. And Adam Bauer, or I'm sorry, that's Elbert. It's tied up, and they're going to say a foul on Antonio Brown of the Huskies. 19 points separate these two teams, 4:15 left to play. Again, stay tuned for the number 2 seed Geneva taking on Lakes Community High School after this one.
Elbert to the line, shooting 2.
And Elbert to shoot 2. And that one falls.
Checking into the game for the Huskies, number 5, Max Steele.
It's Brady Elbert's first points of the game. And the second one falls as well. O'Kine taking the cross for the Huskies. As Zicko stepped out of bounds, that ball will go back to the Trojans. AJ Barrett. Taking it across to the Trojans, a deep pass to Adam Bauer. And Barrett will end up again with it. And they ran that play to Bauer a couple times with the high pass, and it didn't work that time. As Elbert gets him underneath to Bauer. Bauer in traffic, can't quite get it, and he'll hit the deck, but no foul called as Steele has it for the Huskies. And Zicko with a deep pass to the other corner, as Steele has it once again. The game Max Steele has had 12 points, all of them coming from behind the arc. As they get a pass to Zicko, Laughlin, and back to Steele. Laughlin driving in, and the lay-in is good. And he'll get an and one.
Foul on Trojans, number 21, Brady Elbert. That's his second, team third. Laughlin to the line.
And Laughlin, to make this 3-point play, will make it a clean 20-point game, 61 to 41, if he makes it. And he does. 3:17 left to play. As Albert has it, and that one's up for 3 for Barrett, and that one's no good. And the rebound is taken by Max Steele of the Huskies. And the Huskies will hold for a little bit. Laughlin, now Steele. And that is O'Kine. Back to Laughlin. And O'Kine will take it again. Backed into a corner. He hits the pass off to Laughlin, who has some space, drives in, puts it up, and that one's no good. But he will shoot 2 from the line.
Dylan Dumel, that's his second, team fourth.
Dylan Dumel with the 4th foul of the quarter on the Trojans. Laughlin a bit quieter in the second half, but he, with that free throw, makes it 19 points on the game. As the Trojans will send their reserves in to finish off this game. 2.5 left to play. And Laughlin's second free throw is good. That is 5 for 6 on the day from the free throw line for Laughlin, as the Huskies reserves come in as well. And that is number 1, Keon Ash, with it for the Trojans. And that's Dan Gordienko. Back to Ash, Gordienko. And he'll pass it out to Vinny Strissel, to Ash. And that one is going to be a kickball on Antonio Brown of the Huskies. Went to jump for the pass, and instead it went off his foot.
Number 10, Daniel Isfahani.
Daniel Isfahani in the game for the Huskies now as well. And it's Gordienko. And a drive in by number 15, Eli Kaplan. And he will draw the foul.
Fouls on Huskies, number 10, Daniel Isfahani. That's his first. Kaplan to the line, shooting 2.
Kaplan's first free throw attempt is good.
Checking the game for Huskies, number 24, Aiden Linton. And number 21, Augie Abdel-Kodis.
And that one is good for Eli Kaplan. And number 14, Darian Azerbad, loses the ball, but it will wind up back in the hands of the Huskies. So passing behind the arc. Drain the clock, as that is number 21. Augustine Abdelkodis with it, and that one's up. No good for Darian Azerbad.
Fouls on Huskies, number 15, Ethan Rock. That's his first.
And a foul called on the Huskies. This ball will go back to the Trojans. I'm sorry, let's shoot a couple free throws.
Kaplan to the line, shooting 2.
As the Trojans are now in the bonus. As the first one for Kaplan falls. And the Huskies will take it back. About a minute and a half left to play. We're just going through the motions at this point. Get a chance to see some of the reserves play a little bit. As Daniel Isfahani has it for the Huskies, and a foul is called on Keon Ash.
Fouls on Trojans, number 1, Keon Ash. That's his first, team 5th. Isfahani in the line, shooting 2.
Stay tuned after the game to hear me to talk to Jack Zicko of the Naperville North Huskies, who had 14 points in this game, 4 of them coming from behind the arc. As you can take another look at that foul on Ash. And the second free throw is good. Ash, the pass to Dan Gordienko. Now Strissel puts it up for 3, and that one's good. Vinny Strissel with some late points for the Trojans. As the Huskies take it back across, we'll tick under 40 seconds. And that one's going to stay with the Huskies as it went off a Trojan. And it's Goryenko. I'm sorry, it's Fani. And that shot is up. Looks like they're going to say 3. I thought it might have been deep 2. Either way, it's no good. By Augustine Adlakotis. And you'll get a foul called on the Trojans.
Fouls on Trojans, number 20, Brody Bays. That's his first.
Number 20, Brody Bays with the foul, and Ethan Brock will shoot 2. And that one's no good. As, yeah, you can try and get the rebound attempt, but you can't bear hug the guy that has the ball. Kind of goes without saying, as the Huskies miss the second free throw. And now Strissel has it for the Trojans. Strissel back to Ash. And Gordienko has it for the Trojans, and they will just hold. Keon Ash takes a shot at the buzzer, and it is no good. And that will do it, folks, as the Naperville North, the 6th seed, takes down the Cary Grove Trojans, the 3rd seeded team in the tournament, 65-48. And stay tuned, because I'll be talking with Jack Zicko of the Naperville North Huskies in just a moment. Logan Franz, joined by Jack Zicko of the Naperville North Huskies. Jack, you had 14 points today, 3 of them coming from behind the arc. What's going through your mind when you're having the type of day shooting that you were today?
You know, my coach and my teammates give me all the confidence in the world to shoot those shots, so I know as soon as I get the ball, you know, why not let it fly? I know my teammates won't get mad at me if I miss, so I'm just going to have the confidence to keep shooting.
All right, and you guys will move on to the semis to play the winner of the game coming up next in the semifinals. What do you want to look to do in that one?
Keep the energy up. We had really good energy today. We got to keep our foot on the pedal, keep it going. We can't let down. If we do that, I think we'll have a good chance.
All right, thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
All right, and that is it for this one of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. We will be right back with Geneva versus Lakes coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at Tom the Plumber Inc. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.